in on deck. I'm 7-2, about to face 8-1 Packers. And SIS Schools in Session.
This place first opened way
Connected
back in
franchise
1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field
Packers,
here in
went
Green
8-8
Bay.
last year.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready, set. 57's right. Yep.
On first down, Marshall. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, nice set. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
You've got to be kidding me, man. Yeah, let him earn that shit, bro. Come on now.
The first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Fuck out of here.
Come on, set. 30 base. Let's go. Set.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Kill, kill, kill.
They run the counter. Rollins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On the double. Hey, orbit.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 3 down, 3 down.
Stand, stand.
3 down. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now go. Hey, exit. Now go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down now, Rollins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Look at me, zipper.
Mike's 57, 57.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Go. Get it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go.
Tavecchio puts this
Back
one
up there,
through.
score again.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
3 points. That's
So,
all you
yes,
deserve.
it's only
Let's go.
3, but at least they're able to
And he
answer
worked his
back
way up
after
there.
giving
You
up the
gotta run
touchdown
that.
to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And here's Marshall. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Leo. Ready?
From the 41, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shedding the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the dump-off at 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's make these babies crawl. Yeah. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
From the 38, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. Touchdown, Giants! Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws. They become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Down. 90 Wolf.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The outlaw. Bravo.
They'll run on 1st down. Rollins 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey.
Let's go right here. 50 seconds to Mike. Check tight. 57 to Mike.
Hey, Echo. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
Bugging now.
7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Switch.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, box drop.
57's to Mike. Watch 57. Big
Hey!
stop. Let's go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. I know he ain't got it. Switch.
You're out. Get up.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Rollins. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, nice.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's
Nice.
going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
That was so weird. I don't
As
even know
his
what the hell
guys
my
are
guys was
in
doing.
for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
I think I hit something wrong.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check. Mike 42. Here we go, D.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Check. Lock him.
5. Yo. Go.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
2.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Now.
42. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
42.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. From the 29, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow...
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go, go.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Got him in. It's Brown. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Zoo. Good.
2nd and 11.
And
that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
42 is the Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Kill, kill, kill.
Ready?
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check my 50.
Move.
Check my 50.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Max 50, Max 50, Max 50.
Yep.
Dude.
You draw quarters. Hey, wahoo!
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Watch QB draw.
Now.
2nd and 13. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Ready, ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 1 set. Check my 54.
Look at me. Zipper.
Shoot. SOS.
Fight.
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
He definitely stepped in.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
You know, I'm going to call it out. They definitely ripped you on that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, orbit. Yes.
Penetration.
Look at me. Door.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over
Why
the
the
middle.
box got to be like this
Almost had
running
it
with their hands out
defensively.
bullshit? Why they
Could
just
have
don't
been a
go for
game
the ball?
changer there in this second half. Instead,
Just have
it's
to press
third
triangle all
down.
the time. Every time I use any other button, shit be looking stupid.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Marshall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer
Plus we
football
got a
here.
good
First down
return.
and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Giants fan all
The toughest
day.
things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
You think these quick
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
One thing you're hopeful for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Contact up front as penalty markers come in.
Can't believe I just did that. What is going on today?
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Becker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Rollins. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Bravo.
2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And I messed up that defense, too. I did the wrong adjustments, too. That's crazy.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Logan. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, keep six. Keep six. Now.
At the 36-yard line.
Mike 42.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You say you're going to write him a letter?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
He will.
Come on, set.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, stand off.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man. That's Marshall. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the lines.
Hey, lock it.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, Charlie. Rock it.
Are you worried?
Jones throwing on 4th down.
Catch him, Brown.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eye.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers
That's all you got to do now. Just throw it up.
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
All you got to do is just throw it up.
57.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
This nigga blocked it.
And
his
this
whole
will be
team
a
is sent 2
touchback
receivers
as
out
that
on the deep
sails
route.
over the end line.
Just throw it up. This dude button ball. That's crazy. You ain't got to do no plays. Just throw it up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, 2. Squeeze.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Out.
Fight.
Now Jones. Operating
What the hell? Come on, man.
Going to be incomplete.
Like, this is what I'm saying. No one's in his face. Like,
I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case,
if he wants you to lose, you're going to lose.
Here's Matt Wild now as he's
telling
on
you,
the punt
like,
for New York.
There's nobody in his face. The dude is open
This
for
is
a nice
away
little
and a
short
very
route,
good
and he just
kick angled
overthrew
to
it
the
over his head.
sidelines.
Like, what the fuck? And the quarterback not like a sub quarterback. He's an overall 90-something. Like, come on, man. It's just, hey, man, if they want you to lose, you're going to lose. Can't be mad. It's just too much. It's just sad they got to do so much
The
to help
Packer
people.
offense ready to get their next drive underway. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing it up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. What?
Back to throw here. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Smooth.
Mike's 50. Watch the run. This side, baby. That's baby side.
Hey, wahoo.
Here we go. He's coming.
They're going to look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Good defense.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of
I do got the
Shows that they set an aggressive
That's
tone,
crazy.
not just
The
stopping the
commenter just
run,
said
not
that
just
he
getting
has
after the
#1
quarterback,
defense in the
but the
National
ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Timeout. What's going on here? Can't do nothing. Can't pick a play and I can't call timeout. Please decline that.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll run on first down. Rollins, he finds an opening past the 40, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, it's Marshall. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I played this other guy when I had the Jets, man. I threw like 8 interceptions in one game. That nigga was like...
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You're doing a lot. What's going on around here?
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. Now a desperation throw deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
50, Mike's 50. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, exit. 50, Mike, 50.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Fine.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
There's 5 seconds left in the game, G. This nigga for a timeout. so he could try to kick a field goal.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Put an L on your belt.